Hi. I'm Rick, Cooking with Rick. Stories about food. And do I got some food for you? Actually, today is Ash Wednesday. And, you know, that's the day before Lent was Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. I missed that one. Well, anyway, here we go. Today I'm going to do Zuppa de Pesce. It's like, almost, I think, and the Italians, I think, like before Christmas, they have the, or Christmas Eve, actually. Yeah, Christmas Eve, they have the 7 fishes. I'm not going to have 7 fishes, but I'm going to have close, maybe whatever. And this will start off Lent. That is, we have some fresh calamari, which I clean. And if you catch some of my other videos, you'd see I show you how to clean them. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to put them into a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker, and you pressure cook them for about 16 minutes, yeah. And then they're really good. And I'm going to make a gravy, tomato sauce for the rest of the world. The Northeast, it's gravy. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start cutting these up. Actually, what I have is tentacles here. All right, and you really don't want to cut them this small. Put in this some shrimp. Naturally, I love shrimp. And mussels and some clam. You know, we kind of mix it up. And I got some anchovies. I'll put that in there. You consider that fish? Okay. Well, anyway, what we're going to do is we'll put some of these the calamari into here, and I have some fish stock. So we throw some of this fish stock in here. The thing about pressure cookers, you probably, I don't know if you know, you don't want to cover it with the liquid. You want it just to be up to the liquid, all right? So we'll start putting some of these in here, right? Like so. You know, these are all the tentacles, and they're all cleaned, and you know, an easy job. But you could save quite a bit of dollars if you get them unclean, you know. So I'm doing this here for the V.F.W. I'm doing it for the vets, all right? So I want to save a couple bucks, all right? Then what we do is we just have to cut them, and we want to cut them into these circles. And as usual, do I have enough room here to go? Well, I'll fit there, okay? All right, so, you know, just easy. All right? That's all. You know, you just cut it like so. This guy should go in there, right? Interesting thing about calamari, it's actually, I think it's squid, and there's about, I don't know, it's a lot of countries who this is part of what they do, and they make it, but I think in Spanish it's calamari or something on similar in order. In the United States it is, but in other countries it has a different name, like in Greece, and I don't remember the names, but I know that it's different. All right. What we'll do there is put some garlic in there, and I'll put some Spanish onion, and so let me just cut this up a little bit more, and then when I finish, you know, then I'll start adding the other stuff. Okay, what I've been doing is cut up some celery, and I cut a little bit of that celery up, and some of this green hot pepper. All right, some of that in here, and I'm going to put that into that, and I'm going to cook that all together. So I might add, well, let's see. Let me add a little bit of pepper, red pepper. I'll just take a trim of that, and we'll just cut off some pieces. All right. So we want to pick up, the calamari is kind of it's bland. It needs other stuff to it to give it some flavoring. Well, normally a lot of times what they'll do is when they fry it, you can fry it fast for like not even 3 minutes, and then it's done. Or if you fry it longer than that, then you have a problem, and it's a little too chewy. And you can, when you want to cook it in a gravy, which is what I'm doing, you could cook it for about 20 minutes or 25 minutes. But I use a pressure cooker, and that cuts a lot of time down. I did pick up this little thing here, what's in the name, all right? I found this on the internet, and I thought it was pretty cool. It lists all the different names for calamari in different countries. I can't pronounce them, but you know, I mean, I think Portugal and Brazil, they call it, well, they both Brazil, they speak Portuguese. Actually, my father lived in Brazil for a number of years. Oh, I told you that story of me trying to track him down where he came from. And, well, and that's another story. Anyway, it's pronounced Lula, L-U-L-A. And in Brazil and Portugal. And in Russia, it's pronounced Kalmar. Now, I'm not saying it the way they say it, but in Sweden, it's pronounced Kalimar, but it's pronounced with a K. So they spell it K-A-L-M-A-R, Kalmar. So the great thing about this is all at once it became so popular all over. But I figured if they called it squid, it's not going to go anywhere. But you know who, I understand the whales and the sharks eat a lot of this. And I heard somebody say calamari is like a moving vegetable. So I don't know. I mean, you know. But, so check it out on the internet, and it's listed at what's in the name. So I thought it was funny. And okay, enough of that. So let me go back to here. So I'm putting a little bit of this into this here. I get the red pepper in there. I get some garlic. I do have salt. So just a little bit of salt. Alrighty. All right, and this is the peppercorns, black pepper. So throw a little bit of black pepper in there. All right. All right. Let's throw some parsley in here. Pieces of parsley. What else could go in here that would kind of work it out? Oh, help it out. We got some garlic powder, and I got me some new trays here. Trying to make myself look a little organized. Yeah, sure. All right. Okay. All righty. Now we're going to put some of the stock into this, right? So I can get all those flavors put in here. And we'll just dump all that into this, right? Pretty good. I do have some hot pepper. I might throw a little bit of green pepper in there, just a little bit, you know. So we just stick these in, right? Maybe a little bit of lemon. Let me just squeeze a little bit of lemon. We'll cut that end off and cut that end off, right? And actually this in, right? And I'll cut that in half, right? And I'll just squeeze some. Okay, so what we're going to do with it is we're going to, like I said, we're going to put it on the stove and heat it up for about 16 minutes. And okay. Now, what I've done now is I put a pot on for boiling water. It's going to burn it, get the spaghetti going, and the butinelli kind of. It's the thin macaronis with the hole in the center. I was debating whether I was going to use that or linguine, but this one's, you know, looked pretty good. So I said, why not try it? And Italian made, Max. Then I have the pot for the gravy. And what I'll do is I fry it, but I saute up some stuff, and then I put it into the gravy, and you know it works like so. That's what is we have these mushrooms here, and you need to dust them off. And I've been looking around, and I went into this craft store, and I saw these. They had them on sale, and what you want to do is just dust them off. Right? I'll put them in here, and then we'll cut the others off. Anything, when you cook, it's always time-consuming doing all these little things to do it right. And they throw them. I mean, I know people who take mushrooms and they throw them in the water. Come on, you're not supposed to do that, you know. I mean, I've told you the story about me going. My mom and family used to go out looking for wild mushrooms. Forget it. I don't know. I could never do that. All right. But what you really do have to do is clean them off, right? And I put a bunch of them in there, and we'll do that, and we'll throw some peppers in there. What we want to do is we want to create some sort of a base, and for the tomatoes, and I do have the shrimp and the mussels. So just make sure you take the tag off here, right? And just easy, just things in there, and just these mushrooms, we'll cut down. All right. Okay. So pretty much like that, and you can V.F.W. and I can hear them talking, and hey, you know, I do have some of this green hot pepper. That's the long hot pepper. Yeah, cut it like cool. And now we have the regular bell peppers. Just cut it, and you know, remove these seeds. That with the red pepper, and I have some shallots which I'm going to fry. You know, and I have a Spanish onion. So, all right. So let's just put it on here. All right. In the meantime, let me just put some more garlic into the gravy and make sure that's working good. Okay. All right. Was released. The steam was released. So set it on the side here. And let me go get my. We'll get the cans of tomatoes now. Up a can of tomato puree, right? So it's crushed tomato and Maranzano, you know, Maranzano. Cool stuff, right? All right, let me put it in here. All right, what we're gonna do? I got another one. This one is the peeled tomato, so we'll put these guys in there too. All right. That's a little dented. There used to be a thing. People would go into the supermarket, take a can and throw it on the floor and dent it, and then they would get it for half price. I don't know. You know, kind of weird, but well, that's what you do, right? All right, let me put this in. Yeah, there's some tomatoes in there. All right. Okay, everything's pretty well in there, so let's just mix it up a bit, make sure it's looking good. So the first thing we want to do is put some anchovies in here. I got a can of anchovies. I think one can's enough. And you can just do them whole. You don't have to chop them up. Just put them up because they're going to dissolve in with the gravy. So you're not to worry about that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And you know, just put one is in there and see what else I got. I got a piece of lemon. You know that lemon I was using before. So you might as well just really squeeze it. You don't want too much. You just want a little bit of a lemon flavor. I'll double check on what's going on with the gallimas. I mean, that looks pretty good. I don't think I have a problem with that. Hey, they're done well. So let's just keep looking and see what we got. All right, I think what's next? I need to put in some tomato paste. That'll help. You know, it can make it a little bit red. I was going to put carrots in there, but the carrots, I don't know, I thought might change the flavor. So we got some mushrooms. I put some mushrooms in, the ones I cut up before. And now we start putting in some of the vegetables that we fried. You know, the peppers and all that stuff like that. And we want to put that in there too. So that'll help it out. All right. And now comes the secret. We put in some bay leaves. Put 2 of them. Make sure you remove them. I was in a diner just recently, and they had bay leaves in there, and it was staring right at my face. I had some kind of a beef barley or something. Wow. Really ticked me off. But again, you got to count how many you put in there. So I put 2, so I'm set. So now it's the time to go. I got clams. I bought Little Neck. Normally I buy Cherry Stone, but I thought Cherry Stone would take up too much space. So it's just. So what I did is I got the Little Necks, and I got about a dozen, so that'll work. So I'll put that in there. And just put them in slowly, don't throw them in. And also I use the clam. I'm going to use clam juice on my. I didn't use it yet, but I'm going to use it on my shrimp. All right, let's time for the good stuff. Let's get the mussels going. All right, we got mussels there, and just pour them in. Just let them go, and just let them sit there. And now comes the trick. We put Cabernet over it. We put some red wine. Hey, it looks like it's ready to go. Hey. And I got the cork. I collect corks. I have a vase about this big loaded with corks. Anytime I have a bottle of wine or I taste it, drink it with the wine, I try to rip off the cork. So I got it. Now what we got here? Yeah, that's boiling. That's boiling pretty good. The Butanelli in there, as they call it. Is it Butanelli? I don't know. Oh, you know, it's just cupped up the top, right? Now, what you do with it is, I mean, it's fairly simple, right? You take it and you hold the top and you put it on, put yourself on the bottom here, right? And you twist it, and you just let it like twist and you just spread it all out, okay? So now she should be going. Never break spaghetti or macaroni, whole length. And you do eat it with a fork. You don't eat it with a spoon. I mean, I found that out when I went to Italy. They don't do that anymore. It's done okay. Meanwhile, let's see what's going on over here. So, bay leaves in here too. I'm gonna get them out. There we go. I think I got them all, right? That's a 1, and that's a 2. Okay. All right. Now comes the fun. We want to do the shrimp. And the thing about the shrimp, maybe I can just take it and just squeeze it and just throw it in. Right? You gotta. Okay, it's all come together. The shrimp will turn pink and turn into like a sea looking, and that's done. Everything else has been basically cooked together. So let's take the macaroni off and strain it in the strainer, in the strainer with a scolabasta. Remember, don't put cold water on it, and everything should be great. All right, and just shake it out. Okay. Actually, what you might want to do is put it on the side here. So I got this bowl here, and I'll just put some of the gravy on the bottom. All right, just a little bit. Put some of the macaroni in here. All right, you have it all in here, right? Now we'll take some of the gravy and put it on top. Then we'll mix it up. Tastes like a shrimp. No, it's good. It really is. Oh, that's nice. What else? Let's taste the mussel. All right. If you ever seen some of my other videos, I showed you how my wife ate a mussel, and I thought it was like really cool, and I started doing it, and people look at me like I'm crazy. So this is what I'm doing. You take off the shell, right, and then you scoop in here. Take the rest of it. You eat it. Wow, that's pretty good. Did a good job, Rick. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, all right?